Have you ever helped someone, gone out of your way for them, sacrificed your time and energy, and they didn't even say thank you? Have you ever given people everything you had, only for them to turn around and ask for more? If you have, listen closely, because there's a painful truth that kind people often learn too late. Being good doesn't always protect you. Sometimes, if you're not careful, it slowly destroys you. You say yes when your whole body wants to say no. You help when you're already exhausted. You give and give and give and give until there's nothing left of you. And the most painful part, the moment you finally set a boundary, the moment you finally say no, people call you selfish, cold, or ungrateful. But what if I told you that kindness without boundaries is one of the most dangerous traps a person can fall into? Today, I want to tell you a story about a man who was known for being too kind a man who gave everything away, until life forced him to learn a shocking truth about goodness. If you've ever felt drained, used, or taken for granted, this story is for you. In a quiet village, surrounded by fields and dusty roads, there lived a man named Elias. Everyone knew Elias. He was the kind of man who smiled easily, who stopped whatever he was doing to help someone else, who never asked for anything in return. If a neighbor needed help repairing a wall, Elias was there. If someone was short on money, Elias reached into his pocket. If someone needed to talk, Elias would listen for hours. People often said, Elias is the heart of this village. And for a long time, he believed that was a compliment. He believed his kindness made him valuable. He believed being good would protect him. But slowly, quietly, something began to break inside him. Every night, Elias collapsed into bed exhausted. Not just tired in his body, but empty in his soul. He couldn't understand why doing good felt so painful. One morning, his neighbor, Mr. Calder, knocked on his door. He needed help repairing his roof again. Elias had planned to rest that day. His hands were sore from helping 3 other people that week, and his back ached badly. But when he saw Mr. Calder standing there, Elias swallowed his discomfort and said yes. He spent the entire day under the scorching sun, lifting heavy wood, his palms blistering. When the job was done, Mr. Calder barely looked at him. "Good," he said. "Come back next week. I need the fence fixed too." "No thank you. No offer of help in return, just another demand." That night, Elias stared at the ceiling, his body throbbing, his heart heavier than ever. For the first time, a question formed in his mind. Why do they keep taking from me? Not long after, a close friend named Marcus asked to borrow money. "Just 40 coins, he said. "I'll pay you back soon." Elias hesitated. Marcus had borrowed money before, never returned it, but guilt won again. Elias handed over the coins. Weeks passed, then months. When Elias finally asked about the money, Marcus snapped. "I thought we were friends. Why are you counting?" In that moment, Elias felt something sharp cut through him. He wasn't just broke, he was being blamed for expecting basic respect. The final blow came during a village meeting about building a new well. As the villagers discussed who would do the work, someone casually said, "Elias will handle it. He always does." Heads nodded. No one asked him. No one offered to help. The decision was made for him. Sitting there in silence, Elias realized a terrifying truth. His kindness had become an obligation. His goodness had turned into permission for others to use him. That night, sitting alone by the river, Elias met an old traveler passing through the village. The man studied him for a moment and said, "You look like someone who gives too much." Elias was startled. "How did you know?" The traveler smiled gently. "Because the kindest people always look the most tired." Elias confessed everything, how he felt empty, unappreciated, and trapped. The traveler listened, then said something Elias would never forget. "Kindness without wisdom is not kindness. It's self-destruction. When you say yes to everyone, you teach people that your time has no value. When you never say no, your yes means nothing." Those words stayed with Elias. The next morning, when Mr. Calder knocked again asking for help, Elias took a deep breath and said something he had never said before. "No." The neighbor exploded in anger, calling him selfish and lazy. Elias stood his ground. His hands shook, but inside, something felt lighter. Days later, when Marcus asked for money again, Elias refused calmly. Marcus accused him of changing. Elias simply replied, "I didn't change. I woke up." Over the following weeks, Elias set boundaries everywhere. He still helped, but only when there was respect, fairness, or genuine gratitude. Some villagers grew angry. Others grew distant. But something unexpected happened. People began treating him differently. They asked instead of demanded. They offered help in return. They said thank you. One day, a young farmer named Noah approached him and said, "I need help with my barn. I'll pay you, and I'll work alongside you." Elias smiled. For the first time, his kindness felt valued, not exploited. When the old traveler returned months later, he found a different man, stronger, calmer, at peace. Elias finally understood the truth most people never learn. Being good doesn't mean being weak. Real kindness has boundaries. Real goodness is strategic. If you're watching this and you're the one who always says yes, always gives, always sacrifices, hear this. Your kindness is powerful, but only when it's protected. You are not selfish for setting boundaries. You are wise. One person who respects your kindness is worth more than 100 who exploit it. If this story spoke to you, like the video, share your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe for more stories that teach powerful life lessons. Remember, being kind is beautiful, but being strategically kind is life.